Good day, everybody, wherever you are in the car, walking around the streets, or wherever. It's me again, Bongi Gladness, and today, as I told you and promised you, that we're going to be having a very phenomenal man who is a businessman. I'm also excited, I can't wait. And his name is Tom Melato. He's into properties. His business is all about properties. I know you're excited, as I am. Hi, Mr. Melato. How are you?
Good evening, Bongi. Good evening to all the viewers at home. I'm glad and happy that you have invited me on Clevernut TV.
Yes, it's a great evening to be having you, of course. And we're all about wanting to know what you do because Clevenot TV wants to celebrate. It celebrates the achievements of the Africans all over Africa, and we need to know and be excited with them and understand the things they do. So that's why we created as Clevenot TV. We need to celebrate everyone with their achievements and careers. So you are one of those people, and we need to understand more into your industry. We want to dig in, and we're going to be digging in tonight with you.
Yes.
Yes, it's a great one. But then the first thing that we always want to know as Clivnot TV Diaspora is who is Tom Melato? Exactly. Who are you, sir?
Thank you. Thank you for asking me this question, Bongi. I remember this is the question that is asked to many people that in the world. But before I can start talking about Tom Milato, I remember one person that was interviewed asked, "Who is you?" And he said, "I am myself." But here I will go deeper in Tom Milato. Tom Milato is a born again Christian from the background that I'm not going to dwell too much, but I will say a little bit of it. I was born in the Free State in the little town called Botterville that is known too much with maize and peanuts and all those kind of things. But here I was born from the family, humble family of Christians of 11 children, and my father and mother comes from that humble beginning. And my father was working as at the farms, and my mother helped my father, and my mother used to sail at school. And so, you know what, coming from this background, it's a very poor background, but I loved what my father and mother did. Here I am. They didn't give up on the 11 children that they had. They had to work hard and harder than anybody else so that we can grow, go to school, go to tertiary,
Wow.
and yes. And so, Bongi, you know what? It was a celebration from my background when I get a buttered bread or sometimes bread with peanut butter or bread with jam. We will celebrate, or a cup, a little bit cup of a drink, you know. But here, growing up, I think they have instilled in me more Christianity, more loving of Christ. And so that helped me a lot. But also, the thing that I can remember very well that I'm excited about is that my mother taught us to be business people.
Business
Because
minded.
my
Yeah.
yes, because my mother was a businesswoman by helping my father. But at that time we could not recognize it because it was not a formal business. It was just the business that she would do at home by selling two slices of bread to the children of the school, by selling also these peanuts, apples, and what those smaller things that will sell at
Like your
school.
sweets, your small sweets and
Yeah,
everything.
and
Yeah.
sweets and sweets. And so now, after completing my matric, I didn't have the money to go to tertiary.
Hmm.
So after completing my matric, then I used to help my mother to sell. And
Mm-hmm.
so, and also, I started that business of selling. I was buying things, old jackets, and selling them.
Okay.
So, yeah, trekking fast forward, one day my mother said to me while I was, when you grow up, I think I
Yeah.
was a little bit 22. Then my mother said to me one day, "Hey, Tom, in the morning, go and sell this goodies that I'm selling at school before the children can come in." Then I said, "No, mom, I'm tired. I cannot go there." Then she told me something that struck my mind, that made me to be a man I am today. She said
Mm-hmm.
to me, "Tom, this is not your house. This
Okay.
is your father's property. You'll
Yeah.
have to go." Yes, yeah. Other young men are working and doing their things, and they are better out there. Then that thing made me in 3 days to go out of my father's house, and I came to Johannesburg.
Mm.
And when I arrived at Johannesburg, I didn't have a place to stay. I didn't have anywhere. I came with my two friends. We were coming to Johannesburg to look for greener pastures, because I'm also having a background of a musician. I'm a church pianist, but also we were trying to get into the music industry. So,
Mm-hmm.
but that didn't happen at all. That I must get into the music industry. God has His own ways sometimes of
Too.
pushing us to get somewhere. And so now I stayed in the street for some time until I met some other people that helped me. Until the first job that I got as Tom Melato, it was a security guard. You know,
Oh,
Yes, I worked
okay.
as a security guard for 2 years, 8 months
Oh,
with the company here around Johannesburg, Sandton. And then
okay.
after that, by God's grace, in 1999, I got the job with the National Lotto.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first job as a field service technician. And so I worked there. I knew one thing when I get into the National Lottery, that I what I realized also, that I was not educated like other people were educated, because
Mm-hmm.
people that I was working with, they were coming from Valtech, and the other one had a BTech, the other one had computer engineering. I knew that now I am amongst the best. And
Yeah.
so without the best education, I had to perform better than them. So
Mm.
I what I did, I was dedicated to the job that I was doing. I tried by all means to know everything, you know.
Wow.
And so now that helped me. And also I was disciplined, you see. So I worked for the National Lottery for 15 years.
Oh,
Yes, yes, but also by God's grace, I when we end up at National Lottery, I was a supervisor. You know,
okay. Now you're like upgraded.
yes, yes, I came out of National Lottery as a supervisor, and so now you know what, as a supervisor, there are extra jobs that you must do, and also you are a part of the management. That also
Oh,
helped me, and so
yeah.
it was grooming me
Yeah,
for
to be who you are now.
yes, yeah, to
Yeah.
be where I am now. No,
Yeah.
but hey, Tom Miller too also, it's a husband to a wife, my wife Grace Manaledi, and we have 4 children. God has blessed us with 3 boys and 1 girl. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy that also my wife is part and parcel of where I am today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
she's
think
the
it's
supporting structure,
of
and
course.
my wife has got honors in social work, but she has left her career, and we are together now in this
Yeah.
industry,
Ah.
and we are partners, and also she's an advisor. She's a
Okay.
person also that is has been helping me. That's Tom Miller too for you.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. So,
Yes,
but then the one thing that I'm listening when I'm listening to everything that you've said,
yes,
I'm listening to you and I'm thinking of what you said about your background. Is it like growing
yes,
up into
yes.
a family of business? Your mother was a business
Mm,
woman.
mm,
Even though it was even though it was not something big, but that on its own, it's actually
yes,
it made you, it has molded you to be who you are
definitely.
today. And the whole business minded man that you are comes from there. No matter what, even if you can say it was not really something big, but your mother did something. like by showing you that, you know what, you can't sit down, you can't think that things will just come easy, or things can just come to you. You have to work for them. So that is what made you to be Tomila, the Tomila that you are today. We're gonna go to a short break, but then
Hello there. Looking for an African movie? Search no further. Gladness African Movies TV is here for you. We are dedicated to the acceleration of African films, TV series, documentaries, and lots more. Explore our movies at home or on the go. Gladness Movies is free to watch on gladness.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Hurry now. Sign up and subscribe today.
talk with me, of course. So I'm still with that guy, the businessman, the business guru, if I may say. His name is Melato. And there's a question that I asked him before we go to short break. And the question is, why business properties? Why this property business? Why this industry of properties? Maybe he should just highlight us and tell us more. Why did he think of this one? Why did he choose this one? Mr. Melato, as you know, the question is why this one? Let's continue where we left off.
Yes, Bongi, I was saying that I think this business has chosen me.
Okay.
I was telling you that my mother used to tell me that, Tom, you know what, you've got business skills. You can survive without the job that you have. Leave that job and get to the industry of property. Because I
Okay.
did tell her that we bought 2 properties and whatnot. He said, no, that's your business. Go, leave that job that you are doing. You are just
Wow.
wasting your time. But I didn't listen until in 2015, when National Lottery, the new contractor, got rid of us. That no, we didn't get a job. And so I stayed 7 months with my wife, with trying to get what jobs and whatnot. So now that 7 months that we stayed, we were trying to sell our property. So
Mm.
when trying to sell our property, came this agent and listed our property. In a week's time, she came back. She got the person that was buying our property. And she asked me, Tom, where are you taking your family to? Then my wife, I didn't know. My wife went into their room, in our room, and came with a business card, because while I was still working, I joined this estate agent as an extra job that I was doing. You know,
Okay.
so she came with the business card and gave it and said, Tom did little bit do real estate. Then she said, immediately she took a phone
Wow.
and called her boss.
Wow.
Then they said, no, go into the industry. Then I went back into the industry, you know.
Wow.
And so I worked 8 months with a certain company that, if you allow me to say its name, because we are still friends, we still collaborate. Then
It's
I
fine.
worked for, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, I worked for Keller Williams for 8 months. Then Keller Williams changed, you know. Then I came to Rosen Properties here in Mayerton. Then from Rosen Properties, I said, now I want to grow. I've been working, for industries. I want to find myself. So then, by God's grace, I met this guy that came with this concept of hashtag properties. That's Tebotekwa. Remember, at the time, I didn't have the proper qualifications of being a principal of the property. So
Oh.
Tebotseka, when we met, then I heard his ideas. I said, no, man, this is a good thing. This is a black empowerment. This is something that I can be part of. It represents me and it talks to me. Then I joined hashtag. Then I opened an office here in Sebokeng, and we started with my wife. I said, no, just forget about your career. Let's start this thing together.
Mm.
So we started the office of Val together with my wife.
Wow.
And you know what? There was a time whereby I was discouraged that, no, let's close this office. But she came back, said, no, man, no, you can't. You can't close this office. We took 5 months, I think 5 months, without even selling a property. We were staying in Lenasia. We are traveling every day. And so now we didn't have even funds to start the proper our business.
Yeah.
That's the sad part of not having a capital when you start the property. Now you start from down, and
Yeah.
when we started in the Mkuku as an office in the main street of Sibuke. That's where we started on the humble beginnings. And some of the agents that were when we start, when they come there, they were saying that, yo Tom, are you serious? Starting in the Mukuku, are you going to make it?
Hmm.
Huh?
In the shack. Imagine.
Yeah, in the shack. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, but through the support of the wife that I have, you know,
And on that
really,
note, as you're saying that, Tom,
yeah,
to cut you
yeah,
there, I'm sorry to interject.
yes,
I'm thinking about the part where your mom said,
yes,
"Hey, leave this job that you're doing. You can do better in
yes,
the industry, in the property industry.
yeah,
You are better
yes.
than what you're doing now, and everything." That
Mm,
actually brings me to that point, or that saying that says, "A mother knows better." And again, I'm coming to your wife as well. She also,
yes,
like, she also falls there because now
definitely.
she had to go and get that business card to say, I know he
Mm,
can do this. He's done
yeah,
this and he can do it. So he was there quiet, but knowing that you can do that. And
yeah.
she was there quiet, but then she knew that you can do that. And then just like your mother, she also knew that you can do this. So sometimes the intuitions of women must be taken very seriously.
No, Bongi, that's why I'm mentioning this. This is an honor for me to have these two women in my life, my
Wow.
mother and my wife. And I think also God saw the type of wife that must come into my life.
Exactly.
And I gave her the space of excelling and of advising me. I listened to her, and also sometimes she listened to me, and also we listen to each
Yeah.
other when it comes to the issue
It
of business.
worked, right? Yeah.
Yes. Tom is not Tom by himself. Tom is Tom because of the wife that I have, and also I will be not. I will say that also the most important one is the team that we have, dedicated people that also so the importance of working with us together. We have a team of agents of about 13 of them that are there, and so we are really humbled because we are here and we are in this business going forward because of their
The
presence.
support in
Will
the
not
business.
be
Yeah.
where we are because
Wow.
without them. So it's my wife, my mother, and the team.
Yeah, team, unity is power. Unity is power. So when you're
Yes.
like this, I'm thinking of unity as you're talking about your team
Mm.
as well. It's all
Yeah.
in the unity. But then I want
Yeah.
to know, how does it work in the property industry? Maybe someone out there might be saying, but then how does it work? How does property business work?
No, property business. It's very interesting, Bongi. Remember here, you are a middleman. You know, you are helping the seller to meet the buyer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the most important thing that we do. But also, it needs property industry. It needs dedication. It
Yeah.
needs you. Yes, it needs your time. You know,
Okay.
it needs you also to be disciplined. You cannot just get into the property industry because if also you are not determined, also having patience, you are going to leave quickly because you will think of making money quickly, whereas you're not going to
Yeah.
make money. Yes, it takes also a time for people to trust you when you get into the industry because we know that there are people who are not truthful and also there are people who are rooping other people. So when you get into the industry, you must build yourself to the point whereby people will also trust you. But the most important one is that one that you also advertise. You make sure that you have the right tools so that people
Mm-hmm.
can make or also to make your job easier. But if you don't have the right tools, and the compliance also is very important when you get into the industry. You must be registered with the property estate agency affairs board. Nowadays it's called PPRA. Before it was called estate agency affairs board. So you must comply with it so that you can be a recognized a real estate agent. Now we are no more called real estate, but we are called property professionals. So to be recognized and be known, you must comply with that body, which is PPRA.
Yeah, compliance is everything, obviously. So you
It's
can't
very
just,
important.
and
It's
it's
very
also
important.
it's also something that brings in the trustworthiness, as you say. If this thing is legit, if this thing is genuine,
Yes.
people must
Yes.
must must come in knowing that they're safe. Even your employees or even people that could want to buy from you, they need to
Yes.
know. Even if a person wants to call you in to say, "I'm selling my house and I need you to help me as a property owner or as a property business." Thing like
Mm.
what do you call yourselves, like what do you call
We,
yourself?
we, we call property professionals. We are
Oh,
no
as
more real.
professionals, okay.
Yeah, we are no more called real estate agents. Now we are called property professionals.
Professional,
It
oh
means
yeah,
that you are doing this every day. And so remember, to get to the property professional, you have to do NQF level 4. This is a course that you do for a year. Then we do NQF level 5. Those are the qualifications that I've acquired when I get into the industry, until I'm be called the owner of the property, or to be the manager of where I am at the moment. So
oh,
those are the qualifications. Yes.
so the manager is like the property professional, like you said.
Principal. Yes. Yes.
Principal
We.
professional.
Yes.
Yeah, but then let's go to the
Yes.
short break again, Mr. Tom. We'll come back, and the questions are many. I know people are very curious, but there's a lot that you are going to teach people. I know, but then right now let's just go to another short break. We'll be right back.
Hello there. Looking for an African movie? Search no further. Gladness African Movies TV is here for you. We are dedicated to the acceleration of African films, TV series, documentaries, and lots more. Explore our movies at home or on the go. Gladness Movies is free to watch on gladness.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Hurry now. Sign up and subscribe today.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We are back. We are back, and I'm still with Tom Melato. And my name is Bongi Gladness. You are on Clivnot TV in Diaspora, and the show is Fearless Talk. Mr. Melato, wow. I don't know. I don't know what to say because it's like hot in here, and all of that. You were telling us about properties, but I want to know the advantages and disadvantages of this property industry, or of this industry that you're in, that you decided to be in. So what are advantages and disadvantages of it?
Bongi, the advantages are many. The first one, there's no employment. The whole world, if you can look, there's shortage of employment. This advantage is that now you will be employed. You can get a job in the industry. The industry has been dominated, especially in South Africa. It has been dominated by white people. Blacks has never taken this industry very seriously because we are used to getting paid at the end of the month. But this industry, you create your own salary.
Wow.
So if you are a hard worker in this industry, you can make, maybe, let's say that 10 sales a month, that can give you maybe 500, 600,000. It depends. You write your own check. That's the most
Wow.
important thing about this industry.
Hmm.
So
Disadvantages?
disadvantages is that, you know what, you can be tempted. Temptations are many where money is. you
Hmm.
know so this industry needs a very disciplined person. You can find yourself eating some people's money if you're not disciplined.
Oh.
You
Oh.
see, we have situations whereby people have taken the client's money. They bought
Hmm.
themselves beautiful cars.
Hmm.
Others did that and that and that with people's money. So
Yeah.
when you are in this industry, you must know that you must respect that is what is not yours. Remember, we are working only on commission.
Hmm.
So let's say that for a house of 500,000, as we are working with 10%, it will be 50,000, and it will be tax and whatnot, and the head office will take their portion of 10% or whatever percentage that you have agreed upon with them. So you will be left with that salary. Remember, we need to appreciate. So one of those things is that the temptations are many in this industry. So that's why I've said that, and I'll emphasize it. When you join this industry, know that you need to be a hard worker. There's no basic salary, and if there's no basic salary, you need to work more than any person. You need to be dedicated. You need to be in the on the Facebook. You need to be in the internet. You need to avail yourself to all the social media platforms so
Yeah.
that people can know you. You know
About you, yeah.
about you. Yes.
Mm.
So the disadvantage also, if you are a lazy person, just forget about this industry. Don't come. And also, secondly, another thing, if you are looking for money, don't come to this industry. But
Yeah,
look, have a purpose and the heart of helping people. Know
helping
that if
people.
you are
Yeah.
here, you are coming to help. You see, you are going to give the service. If the one that gives you the property to sell, it's your duty that you see to it that you sell that property.
Yeah.
So disadvantages are that you don't need to be a lazy person. If you're lazy, it will be a disadvantage for you. And also that, you know what, I put my office in the township. One of the advantages is that we are speaking the local languages, you know. You see,
And you know
and so
why?
yes, because we want to attract our people and talk their language. But remember, if you are getting to another areas, you need to be fluent in sometimes other types of languages. So disadvantages for me, I think it depends on an individual, your attitude and character. It will
And
disadvantage you, but
I think
the
that's just
advantages are many.
yeah, the advantages are many. Yeah, I'm just thinking that that's what I was wanted to say. But then as I'm listening to you, I'm like, "No, but then advantages are many. And then
Yes.
again, the most important thing is that you are working for your own money. So you have to work hard to get whatever money that you are hoping to have. So don't just have it in your head and relax and be lazy, like you said. So those are disadvantages. Like I can connect the advantages and disadvantages together to say you work for what you're hoping for. And then when it comes to disadvantages, that if you are not working hard for what you wish to have, you're not gonna get anything. So
Yeah.
it's like everything blending all together with advantages and disadvantages. And I'm thinking, you know what, this is a serious deal. Like if you're getting into properties, you need to know that you're going to sweat. You're going to go around and you are going to make sure you sell those properties and then you have what is yours. And now there's something that you said when you said some get whatever that is theirs and whatever. So but then you as a property owner is the one that who sold. You're not the one that gets more, or what's going on? Like, how does it work? Because I heard you saying, because now I'm asking you a question of the management side of it.
Mm,
How does
mm.
it work? Because you said someone will take a percentage, what. That's why I got confused. And I know someone probably got confused like me. How there, like the management side of it, because it's part of the management, that one. So I want to know, and someone could not want to know out there as well.
Yeah, Bongi, when you open the property company, remember you are there also to help with employment, you know. So, but also you need the company to sustain itself. You employ yourself, you know. You may be the owner of the company, but also you must employ yourself. You must get the salary at the end of the month, you know. So the company has to get also its own salary to sustain it. Remember, I'll talk about where I am. We have an admin. The admin, we have to employ the admin full time. The admin doesn't do the job of the agents. So the admin is the only person that will be permanent. And myself, I've been employed. I'm the principal plus agent. I
Employee.
still
Okay.
have to,
Okay.
yes, I'm an employee that is also commission based, you know. I still have to work, you know.
Whatever that you
So
work for, you get whatever that it's due to you.
definitely, definitely. So how does it work? Let's say that, for example, for myself, if I make a commission of 30,000, then there will be those deductions, but the company will get its portion of 50%, and I'll get the 50%. You know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so that we can pay at the end of the of the month. We can manage to pay for the internet. We can manage to pay for the phone. We can manage to pay for the rental. We know all those things that which must be done. But
Okay.
you at the end, yes, if the company makes profit at the end of the year, then you'll take the dividends. You know.
Hmm.
So you don't just because the company must run smoothly
Okay.
without you disturbing the money of the company.
So they
So, but
can
huh?
continue smoothly as in with even the things that you're using like the props. As in the industry
Yes,
of media and the acting and what we call them props. Things that you need like the resources. I believe in the corporate world they call them resources. So the things
yes,
that you're using around so you can be able to maintain. That's what you're trying to
yes,
say.
yes. The thing, Bongi, when it comes to management, remember also when you open the business like ourselves, we have never had the management skill. You know, you start figuring things, some of the things by yourself. And
Wow.
so, yes, so the other thing is discipline. We Google some of the things, and also we ask from other people, how do you do this and that and that?
Okay.
So to figure out how to maneuver in this thing of the business. But we are still growing. Remember, we are now 6 years in this industry, but by God's grace, we have been. You know what? There were lots of hiccups somewhere somehow, but at least our company is still going on. You know, but remember, it needs a lot of discipline. Discipline makes people to think that you are stingy, but you are not stingy. But
Yeah.
you have to see to
Yeah.
if things are good, should run smoothly,
You
even
have
for
to,
yourself. That you need to petrol, you need to eat, you need children to go to school. All those things,
the
as
maintenance
as a
of the lifestyle as
or
well.
maintenance of the lifestyle, they
Yeah.
need all those kind of things. They come from what? They You need to manage them. You know.
Yeah, true. And
Yes,
thanks
you
so
need
much,
to manage.
Mila. You know what? Thank you
Yes.
so much. Like right now, I can just imagine the people that are inspired out there because I'm already inspired. So I'm imagining other people out there how inspired they are, and at least we got to understand certain things that we've been wondering about. Because I know that as I've been wondering about certain things in the property industry, I know some other people out there they were wondering like me. And now you gave us a glimpse, even though it's not everything, but I believe that as time goes on, we'll get to know even more as we are journeying on with you, Mr. Melato. But then I just want you to give people the direction, like as in how to get you, what must they do to get into hashtag properties, and where are you, and all of that.
Yes, Bongi. Yes. The other thing that I wanted to say
Okay.
before yes, is
Yeah.
that black people in this industry is only 3%. The company out of 100%, it's only 3% of black companies that are this industry. We need a lot of people that must join this industry
Wow.
because yes, mostly it's still big companies that have been there for a long time are dominating. So we need black people. We need black people not to have pride to join also black people's companies so that we can grow in this industry. So
True.
we hashtag properties. It's a platform whereby it needs to empower blacks because it's a black company. It will help you even if you don't have the NQF level 4. It will help and groom you to get NQF level 4 until NQF level 5. So to those who wants to know where to get Tom Milato is also on Instagram. Tom Melato is also on Facebook. It's still Tom Melato on TikTok.
TikTok.
I
Okay.
do Yes, I do videos there, and I talk about the opportunities that are here for our people, and also how to buy properties. Taking step by step to buy a property, and they can get me on 081 559 6580, or else they can come to my office. It's number 4307 Moshasha Street, Sibukeng A to Z. That's where they will get
In
us.
the Val.
In the Val, where things are
Okay.
happening.
Where things are happening. So we are very excited and we are happy to be having you. And me, I'm honored. I'm honored to be interviewing you today and having you in our platform. Hoping to see you soon again. Maybe we'll continue. So, but right now, it's just a wrap from me, Bongi Gladness. That was Tom Melato, a man who's a businessman who is into properties in the properties industry. So I hope you enjoyed today's show with him as he was inspiring us and also pushing us to actually start this business as well. So join him. As he said, let us join. Whoever is interested in the property industry, let us join Mr. Melato, and you can also call him or get into his handles and check what he does, and he will even teach you. He said he can teach us. He said he can groom us. So if you like, you can just get into his handles and he will teach you. My name is Bongi, Gladness, and right now I'm saying goodbye to you all. It's a wrap.